guys, this is Mr. Assassin and I'm here today to do the 7 Deadly Sins chapter 112, so 112. This chapter, a very nice chapter, has a plot twist, sort of, not actually a plot twist, but a little scuffle between the 7 Deadly Sins, between Diane and Gunther. And it has a lot of mystery to it. So this is going to be a short review because there's not that much information in the chapter. There isn't a lot of character development except for Gunther. And nothing new is revealed. So yeah, a short review. Well, let's get started. First of all, it seems that Gunther has manipulated the memories of Julia and her little brother, and it was all because he wants to study this feeling that is called love. So he wants to study love, and the reason he wants to study love is because during the battle of Bane and Meliodas, he saw that both of them got a very big power increase when they were fighting for something they love. So Bane was fighting for what was her name? I keep forgetting. Elaine. Yeah. Bane was fighting for Elaine, and he wanted to resurrect her. And in order to resurrect her, he needed to kill Meliodas. And Meliodas was fighting for in memory of his lover and for Elizabeth. So yeah, both of them was fighting. Both of them had pure reasons to fight, and because of that, their power increased dramatically. Gunther saw that, and he wanted to study this increasing power. In order to study this increasing power, he needed to study love. So, in order to study love, he had to make somebody fall in love with him. So he manipulated the memories of Julia's little brother, and he practically erased his memories. He doesn't remember who he is. He doesn't remember anything. He doesn't remember who Julia is. He doesn't remember who Diane and Elizabeth are. So he simply erased the little kid's memories. He got him out of the way, and now he manipulated Julia's memories from memories of pain, and because Julia's father was a holy knight, and he didn't have time for them, for Julia and her brother. Then I think it is. And they always felt left behind. They always have to struggle, and when Julia was big enough, she enrolled in the Holy Knights, but she wasn't powerful enough because of her feelings, because her feelings were unstable and her magic was unstable, so she couldn't become a Holy Knight, which led to the drinking of the demon blood and the sacrifice that she had to make, because the demon blood bonded with the negative feelings inside her. And when Hendrickson made the incantation for everybody to transform into a demon, for the demon blood to boil, she was already starting to transform, to lose herself to the demon. However, Gunther saved her back then, because she erased all the memories of pain that she had and replaced them with happy memories. So she basically didn't have any pain or hate in her, and that made the demon blood inert, and she didn't transform. So he started manipulating her from back when they were fighting Hendrickson. So this was his plan. And Gunther replaced her memories with happy memories of himself, like he was her fiancé, and so on and so on. Now, of course, Gunther even says to Diane, this does not compute. When Diane says, well, Julia has a little brother, he can't just erase her little brother from her memory. And Gunther says, this does not compute. In order for me to study love between me and her, we require no extra party. So her little brother was just in his way. And I said this before, and I'll say it again, Gunther seems to be like a robot. He has no feelings, he doesn't know what feelings are, he would like to study them, and he has no empathy for anyone. He just wants results, and everything that stands in front of his results, he gets out of the way, regardless if it's good or not, because a computer doesn't know bad from good. He just wants to get to the final result. Doesn't matter the means. Okay, so of course Diane isn't happy with this, and she tells Elizabeth to go to Meliodas and to Merlin to tell them what's happening. And of course Gunther wants to shoot Elizabeth, but Diane steps in and starts fighting with Gunther, and Elizabeth was getting away, which Gunther saw as a wrench in his plans. So he used his not holy weapon, or what it is, his weapon basically, just his sacred treasure. Sorry, not weapon, sacred treasure. He used his sacred treasure to create a thing that is called blackout. And according to him, this blackout puts a strain on the brain of everyone that has a level below 400, but I think it's 4000 there, because the levels in the last chapter, Meliodas' level was 3600, I think. Merlin was 4750, and in this chapter it's like 360 for 470, so I think they missed a zero there. And when he says everyone below the power of 400, I think he means everyone below the power of 4000. It's put to sleep. Basically, he puts certain strain on their brains, and they can't take it. They just blackout, exactly, blackout. And everybody is put to sleep except Merlin, Meliodas, and Diane and Gunther, because Ben and King have left, so yeah, except them. And now Gunther is fighting Diane, but Meliodas and Merlin were talking previously to this whole thing, were talking about returning something that Merlin took from Meliodas. So I'm thinking it's his ancient treasure. We'll have to see. We don't know what Merlin took from him, what this object is, but anyway, while they were talking, the big hawk comes in, and he's acting all strange because he ate Gunther pills. And Merlin even says that if he ate those pills, if Gunther didn't take them, and they are called the spiritual power equalizing pills, medicine, whatever. So these pills, or this medicine, were designed to equalize Gunther's spiritual power. Without them, his power will go out of control, which is what I said in my previous chapter review, that Gunther needed his armor suit, just the way Bui from Yu Yu Hakusho needed his armor suit to contain his power. And yeah, I find it very similar to that instance from Yu Yu Hakusho. But he didn't take his pills, and his powers are starting to act out. And his powers are not the blackout or the memory. Actually, his powers, you have to realize that Ganfor's powers are his powers to deduce things. His way of thinking is his actual power. The way he thinks like a computer and is able to analyze all situations, that is the reservoir, and let's say reservoir of Ganta's powers. What derives out of that are his powers to manipulate memories. So that comes first, and then his powers to manipulate memories and blackouts. And when they say Ganta's powers are running out of check, it's basically his way of thinking. His way of computing things is running out of check. So yeah, very dangerous situation. And Ganfor himself, he says that he needs a heart. He needs a heart. We don't know if he needs the actual physical heart, if he doesn't have a heart, but if that's the case, then it would make sense, because during the battle with the Holy Knights, he got stabbed, he had a hole through him, and he was always able to heal, like he was immortal or something. And if he's a zombie or something like that, doesn't actually have a heart, then it would make sense. But if it's not his physical heart he's talking about, if he's talking about heart as in love, then that also makes sense, because he wants to study love. So when he says he needs a heart, you can understand why. But basically that's the chapter. So we get to see we get a little more insight into Ganfor and his powers, and according to Merlin, they are really in trouble now because his powers are running unchecked, and they must stop him somehow. I don't know how. And yeah, I think that's it. So overall, a good chapter. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a nice day. One thing that I forgot. So if Ganfor had this ability, this blackout ability, since start, then why didn't he use it during the fight with the Holy Knights and Hendrickson? Because a lot of the Holy Knights had powers below 4,000. Of course, there would be those who would have powers beyond that, but at least 50 or 60% of them would have been blacked out for 10 minutes if he used it when they were fighting Hendrickson. So that's a plot hole. This power of Ganfor blackout is a plot hole, because if he had it, he should have used it in the Hendrickson fight. But please, have a nice day.
Any rational society would either kill me or put me to some use.